Hi, welcome to the GenX Glam station here on YouTube. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. It is great to see everyone. If you haven't checked out the latest GenX Glam giveaway, it's a P. Louise and Elf collaboration. I'm going to link the video in this video and you can go check it out. You need to be subscribed to the channel and make a comment in that giveaway video to get in on the action. And it's a USA or Canada, entry eligibility. So I'm just getting ready for work here. I want to try this new multitask 3-in-1 sort of glow primer product from Rimmel that I had seen out and about on the socials a couple months ago, and I thought it looked, like it was another one of these, Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter products, the Elf Halo Glow, and now the MCoBeauty Flawless Glow. I mean, they've, all these folks seem to have these sort of like glow filter products, but I really like the brand Rimmel and I wanted to try it. So I'm going to try it today. I do not, normally I come on and I'm like, oh, I've already got my skincare done. Let's just get into it, but I don't today. I do not. And so in fact, I'm probably not going to have as much time to let this stuff marinate, but let's just, I'm not going for a heavy hand. I think I'm just going to bronze up a little bit today and get out the door. I got a new purchase yesterday. I had a 20% off coupon at Shoppers Mart, and I've had my eye on the Guerlain, I don't know, Parure Gold setting spray for quite some time. So I pulled the trigger on it yesterday using my $10 coupon. So I think my Guerlain collection is just really flying away. I said to the gal, I said, I've had my eye on this setting spray for a while, but speaking of Guerlain, I'm going to go in with the triple lifting serum. I just put on some Charlotte Tilbury glow toner, which has essence in it, which is I love. But I said to the Shoppers gal, I said, I have a lot of setting sprays and, I have some really good ones. And she told me, she's trying to make a sell and everything she said made sense. I was probably going to buy it anyway, but she did say, you could use this just to give yourself like a freshen up, which you can do with a lot of setting sprays, right? Setting sprays aren't just to set your makeup. Makeup artists use setting spray. If you watched the video I did when I went with my friend to get her makeup done at Sephora, from start to finish, the makeup artist probably sprayed my friend, I don't know, 5, 6 different times because, throughout the process of applying the makeup, you can spray and set and depending on the spray. And most people out there agree that Charlotte Tilbury has like the goat of all setting sprays. But, that just, has ingredients in it that just activate and really set that makeup into your skin and not necessarily at the end of the process, but throughout. So she gave me that sort of spiel. Like, you can use this throughout your makeup process, application process. You can use this, just after skincare, if you just want to give yourself like a fresh glow. And so I bought it. She didn't talk me into it. I knew that I wanted it. And so I went ahead and I got it. Like all Guerlain products, it has a scent. And when I tested it, she could sense, like I was like taking in the aromas, and she said, oh, all Guerlain products have that luxury smell to them. I'm like, I don't know about that, but they definitely have a smell to them. And I wouldn't have put it at luxury. I don't think I would have chose that word. This is my Guerlain Under Eye Cream. I think it's just a very light, pleasant. It's not like super, it's not florally. It's more like a spa scent, like that nice, relaxing, sort of chill scent. Just makes you feel chill that, when you go to a spa, you smell in the air. I mean, it's not eucalyptus. Don't get me wrong, not that kind of spa. I don't know, just really fresh, really light. And I guess luxurious isn't the worst word you could use. I mean, it is a luxurious brand. If you qualify a luxurious brand by its price point, yeah, I suppose it's up there. It's up there. I'm gonna just go in and get a little bit of my NARS Under Eye Brightener down. This is my, my pretty much my main color correction. I've said this before, I draw out like glasses, like you would do a shape of a glass, if you're wearing spectacles, and then I just sort of blend it in either with my fingers or with a beauty blender, one of the two. So let's let that sit just for a little bit. I'm going to drag it around my nose area, which is quite red, not quite red, but it's red a lot of the time, and I didn't do any color correcting in that area today. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit, and I didn't use this in the video when I did the MCoBeauty. I'm going to put a tiny bit of the MCoBeauty concealer, which I think is supposed to be a knockoff for Tarte. And I'm going to go ahead and blend this out. And then let's see what the Rimmel Multi Tasker product does. I think it's just going to give us a glow like these other products that we have been seeing out there. Starting with the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter product, and everyone that's come after it that's tried to do a similar product. Speaking of similar products, I think I've mentioned, since I got back from vacation, I think in every single video I have mentioned that I am trying to declutter my space. And I already did this. This is what gets me. How can I still be in this situation? All right, let's go in with this. So it's a Rimmel Multi Tasker, better than filters, a base product, not necessarily underpaint product, not necessarily nice oversized. I think this is a nice oversized applicator. I'll just quickly look at it against the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter applicator and see what we got going on. Yeah, they are different. I like this. So this one is more spade-esque, which I really like because you have like the flat, flat of that sponge. Whereas this one, it's like, it's more tippy. So if I want to get more product on, I might have to go sideways with this one. Whereas this one, I can just dip right in, and I've got that whole, ooh, I love it. I think they call it a doe foot. Look at that. And look with the Charlotte Tilbury when it was so pointed. I like the applicator. Let's start there. Anyway, you guys know, if you've watched my videos the past couple of months, that I recently had a garage sale, and I threw out this question, hey, can I sell my makeup in the garage sale? What do you think? And we had a great conversation about it. I think we did anyway. People were like, yeah, just clean it up, I buy makeup at garage sales. I was very appreciative of the feedback I got on that. And so I did. I went through my collection. I culled it out, and I identified stuff that really just needed to be thrown away because it was, too gunky, and stuff that I wanted to keep, right? Stuff that still brought me joy. And then the stuff that wasn't bringing me joy that was going to go on the Glam channel for the garage sale. And the garage sale was a hit. I think I told you I made like $75-80 off my makeup. I just did our table, and I said everything was $1. I put out cute little handbags, and I was just like, fill up a bag. People were there talking and picking stuff out, deliberating. I mean, for $1, it is surprising how long people did deliberate for when they put their bag together. But I think it was just fun to look at like everything. It was fun. Anyway, I still have a ton of stuff, and I started to reflect, like, how did I get all of this stuff? Well, I kind of came up with this list of how I've collected all of this, and I'm sure that many of you can identify with it. So I'm just gonna talk about it quickly, if I can even do that. Let's start with duplicates, because we all buy duplicates because we think, oh my goodness, what if they stop making this product? It is, one of my holy grails. What am I going to do? Well, I've decided that I'm not going to buy duplicates anymore unless they're a smoking deal on sale and I'm going to put them in a giveaway, right? I'm not going to buy duplicates for myself because it's really hard to get through them. Like, I opened up a duplicate the other day that I had in stock, my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless airbrush finish compact, and I hit the pan on the original. So okay, that was a good dupe purchase. I have this Fenty Fat Water Hydrating Toner, which I love. I love Fenty skincare. I'm almost through it, but I have a full size one. And since I've gotten this less than a year ago, you know, I've gotten Charlotte Tilbury look. I've got a little bit of that. I do not have a backup of this. You know, I've bought the Guerlain toner. I've been getting, since I bought the Fenty Fat Water, I've started to get into like essence, you know, products with essence or essence themselves. Like, look at this big Shiseido of essence I have, but I went through my other Shiseido essence, not this size, I have this size. Anyway, so I really am starting to contemplate, you know, what am I going to do with my Fenty Fat Water Hydrating Toner backup? I think one of you guys might see it in a giveaway or a family or friend, because I have a lot of other toners. I don't want the thing to expire. So it's gonna get, I've already decided on that particular backup that I bought. It's going out in a giveaway to someone, family, friend, or a GenX Glamour. This other backup here is a backup to my Laguna Light creamy bronzer, one of my favorite products that I have in all of my collection. And to be fair, I mean, this is getting there. I mean, you can still see there's a lot along the sides, but it's actually getting a little bit dried up. So I've decided that I'm going to get into this dupe. I bought this one. This is a brand new one. I bought this one. I bought this one during one of the 20% off sales with Sephora, because I felt like, oh wow, this is very nice to go into. This is so nice to go into a new one. I can even just tell, not only on my beauty sponge, but as touching it, it's just so much creamier, the formula, than this guy, who is definitely dried down a little. When I take my finger around it, it's still creamy, but it is definitely, even though it's not completely gone, I feel like this has, it's served me well. And before the backup gets any older, I think it's time to just, you know, put this guy out to pasture. You know, for the less creamy ones, the ones that are a little bit more, I don't want to say dried out, they're actually, for what I do when I put my creamies on my lids, maybe it's a little bit, the texture of the formula of a sort of a worn product is a little bit better for my lids. I mean, I'm not going to throw it in the trash, but I'm starting to rotate it out, and I'm going to use the new one because I don't want this thing sitting any longer in a drawer. So I think we just need to be really aware when we're shopping. And I mentioned the word sales, even when we go to a sale, like you probably have to have like a checklist, you know, if you're super impulsive and like me, and you're prone to go to sales and buy stuff just to buy it, or, you know, to buy backups. At least I don't buy backups to the backups, but to buy backups, I think you just have to have sort of a checklist. Like, do I already have this at home? Do I really need a duplicate? Maybe another brand's going to come out with something that I like better, which is kind of what's happened with the Fenty Fat Water. I love this product. I truly do, but I'm not reaching for it anymore. Now I'm reaching for essences, or I'm reaching for, like my Abel Royale Youth Water Oil. You know, it's just like, I'm evolving as a collector, and I'm learning. So I have to chalk a lot of these lessons, you know, a lot of what I'm looking at here, overstock in my collection, to chalk a lot of it up to like live and learn. Like, right, you learn no matter what you're collecting. So I just happen to be collecting makeup here. And then I also tell myself, I don't know if this is more of a video of like, I don't know, buyers beware, but I tell myself too, like, listen, you didn't wear a lot of makeup over the course of your life. So if you think about what you've been spending over the past couple of years, and you divide it by the number of years you theoretically could have been wearing makeup, maybe say since age 14, you're still ahead. You haven't really spent that much. I think we can talk ourselves into anything. All right. What else? Oh, same shade, multiple brands. I definitely have the same shade in multiple brands of stuff. And I don't know how to stop myself from this, other than to say, like, I've been around shopping long enough, watching videos, trying stuff, to kind of have the sense of what, you know, what brands I can, like, I'm gravitating to because I like their formulas. So I think that's just I mean, moving forward, I think I'm just going to limit myself to, you know, to the brands that I have found that really work for me, you know, like for creamy bronzers and stuff. Like, I know that I love my LYS creamy bronzer stick. I talked about my Makeup by Mario stick, which was a miss. I like my chocolate Soleil stick from Too Faced. All of those are bronzer products, but this is the one that I always go back to. So moving forward, you know, when the other bronzing type contouring products are gone, I'm just going to take a really, you know, I'm not going to repurchase them. I'm not going to repurchase anything in that family until it's gone. So I think we just have to, yeah, just limit ourselves to 1, 2, 3 shades or types of a product, genre of a product in our collection. And when we're out shopping, we need to ask ourselves, how many of these do I already have? And then go from there, if possible. Like, I was talking with Barb, and she was telling me, this is a Clarins, like, lip oil. She was telling me that one of her family members visited her, and that person could, like, put, like, in the palm of their hand, you know, all of their makeup products. And, you know, I don't think that we need to necessarily feel guilty about the fact that we can't. I mean, it's great for them. It's great that they have identified there's just folks out there that are really good at the minimalist thing. I used to be that way with makeup, but there is absolutely nothing wrong with having a collection. If it makes you happy, be it makeup, stamps, rocks, I don't care what it is. You know, it could be that, and I don't know Barb's family member, but they could collect, like, I don't know, rare seeds for flowers, right? And they're going to these sales looking for the next exotic seed to add to their collection, right? Like, it's not unique. I'm just saying, to each is their own. I'm not trying to shame anybody in this video, including myself. I'm just starting to identify some of the ways that I've accumulated this massive collection. Impulse buying, overbuying from sales, overbuying the same brand or not same brand, shade or type of product, getting duplicates, thinking the apocalypse is coming, subscription services, and I have said, I'm looking here for, what do I want to do for a blush today? I'm looking around. Subscription services. Well, that's kind of brown stain. I should go with more bronzer. Yeah, why don't we just go with some bronzer? Subscription services. I'm gonna go with my NARS since I'm talking about NARS today. I am cutting back. I think I canceled my Ipsy. I canceled my Ipsy subscription service. Done, sir, done. I never got into the Allure. I think I'm gonna, I say this now, and I'm pretty sure that when my P. Louise mystery box, whatever, monthly subscription ends, which I don't know, I think it's coming up soon. I don't think I'm going to resubscribe to P. Louise because I know what I like in the brand. Her boxes were a great way for me to figure that out. And now I'm cutting myself off. I'm cutting myself off because it's impossible to go through all of the P. Louise stuff. I could try it all, like, you know, I could open it up and I could try it all, but I can't use it all. So that's why sometimes when I get P. Louise, it's so tempting to do that, to open it up and to try it. But I know that I'm not going to get all the way through it. And that's why a lot of the P. Louise ends up in giveaways, because it breaks my heart to waste anything. And a lot of this, you know, a lot of her stuff, you get these massive palettes. And I've already got many of them in smaller palettes, already have the shade, you know, out of a palette of like 30 eyeshadows, maybe I would like 4, and I've already got those 4 in another product from another brand. And so then the P. Louise ends up in a GenX Glam giveaway, or I give it away to a family or friend, or I donate it to Dress for Success or something like that. So subscriptions, cutting back on the subscriptions, and I'm solving my decluttering, my issues, my overstock with continuing with the giveaways. That includes here on the GenX Glam station, and just being a more conscientious consumer. And, you know, I'm not going to say I'm not influenced when I watch videos. There's a lot of things I'm looking around in my collection like, oh, that was definitely an impulse gimmicky buy that I saw somebody use very early on in my collection days and thought that would be cool to have, not realizing, not thinking ahead about where my collection would go, right? So I guess we just like, we have to think ahead. We have to think ahead because makeup products expire. That's one reason why we have to think ahead. And we have to think ahead to, like, you know, is this product, is there going to be something else that's going to come out that might tempt me, that I might want more than this? Like, you got, put it on a scale of 1 to 10. And when you're at the store, and then make your decision. I'm going to start trying things like this, just like more awareness, watching my favorite influencer content creators, more for the value of the entertainment than to be like, I could add that to my collection, because I'm starting to feel pretty confident in my ability to make choices out there in this space, you know, trying out a product. And I've talked so many times about taking it back. Just take it back. If it's an impulse buy, if you bought a gimmicky product and you're like, that might have been a mistake. I don't want to have to declutter this in 6 to 12 months. Just take it back. Just take it back. All right, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope that you are well. I need to, speaking of taking it back, I need to take back my schedule this morning. It's a little bit of e.l.f. Why not? It's out on my station. Gosh, I do like that lip stain a lot from Clarins. I do like that a lot. No regrets with the lip stain products that I have purchased, especially from Clarins. Anyway, I got distracted. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope that you're well. We're halfway through the week. Check out the giveaway video, and believe me, there's going to be more giveaway videos to come. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.